Welcome in Creekside Chat 2026. Here we are talking about Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, you were just there, right?
It was awesome.
Tell us about your road trip out west real quick.
That's too much.
Or at least that stop.
That's pretty fun, yeah.
Yeah, what'd you think? You told me the Black Hills were transcendent, amazing.
The Badlands,
experience.
like actually southwestern South Dakota, like totally gets a bad rap.
Okay.
It was.
So you recommend?
Yeah,
I've always
totally.
wanted to.
I drove
Bucket
it,
list.
so it was great for me. I loved it.
Yeah. We're glad. Yeah.
Too many good things to say here, but yeah.
So that made us think of, or Caroline had the idea, let's do Mount Rushmore of harness racing.
Yeah.
Right? So you were there. Let's do it. Drop your Mount Rushmore of harness racing.
Oh, okay. So
Not people, but horses.
okay. Yeah, that would be bad. So I'm going to actually break it down into like the actual individual horses. It's
right.
into the individual characters.
That's cool.
Okay. So I'm going to go with foiled again.
For which president?
I'm going to give him the Roosevelt.
All right.
Right? Like rough around the edges.
Yeah.
Right? Never did anything conventional.
Okay.
Wasn't necessarily a great 2-year-old, but he like long. Like he's like gone out over
stalwart,
time. Right?
Man in the arena.
Exactly.
Tough as can be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So next I'm gonna go with a filly. And I
right.
know it doesn't really match up here, but like I'm gonna go with Rainbow Blue.
Yeah.
So before your time, actually before my time.
Is it really?
Right. So she won 30 of 32 races. She was Horse of the Year at 3. She lost once at 2, once at 3.
Incredible.
She wins all of her races at 4 and then gets injured really before she got going at 4. She won 4 of 4 at 4. So she's the most honest of all of them, really. And so then I would put her with Abe Lincoln, right? Like honest Abe, Rainbow Blue, like I'm going to do that. Okay.
Super honest filly.
Then I'm going to go with Jefferson, which was like the elegant statesman, the one that kind of was like perfect all of the time, which is Muscle Hill.
Muscle Hill.
Because like he really did it against his trainer. Like he was just great. Like Greg Peck, everybody knows who Greg Peck is, right? Like he actually did a good job in front of the camera.
Right.
But like
flawless resume.
It wouldn't have
despite
mattered
the
who
connection.
trained the horse. Like Greg will take all kinds of credit for the horse, but really the horse was awesome. And so Jefferson. And then the one that is above all else, the one that everybody's compared to is Sun Beach.
Yeah.
And that to me is Washington.
Has to be up there. Yeah.
So those are my
That's
4.
An incredible job, man.
Sun Beach,
That's
Muscle
fun.
Hill, foiled again, Rainbow Blue.
Adam, that was so great, like how you actually, because we said just put together your Mount Rushmore, but you even took it a step further and tried to match personalities.
That was kind of last minute
That was
thing,
fun.
but yeah.
But if it was just Diamond Creek connected horses,
Okay.
that Diamond Creek either stood at stud or owned or bred, something connected to Diamond Creek, who's up there for you? Top 4.
God, why don't you go first? I just went through that. I need a break.
I mean, for me, I would pick the ones that like I've had experience with, so the more recent ones, right? So, I mean, number 1, like best horse I've personally had the pleasure of being around, Confederate. He's number 1. We think he's generational. Like he's got to be up there for me. I'm sure he's up there for you. Down by the Seaside just means so much to me personally, career-wise, everything. He's 100% up there.
So, but why Down by the Seaside? Like tell a little bit of the backstory because it's actually kind of fun.
It's a cool story. Just real quick. So it was 2015 probably. Yeah. And we went to that little trip. So some people don't know, but our wives are friends. They went to college together. So we did like a couple's trip to Asheville. I think it was in January, like a New Year's trip or something. And we were staying at that really cool hotel.
Grove Park Inn.
I think we were sitting out on the patio and you're like, I just went to see this horse in Florida. I just got back and I really like him. And, I think this is going to be a really good deal for us. And, this would be a good horse for you guys to get in on, basically you're saying, and you're laying out like what it would take and whatnot. And
it was a big risk.
Didn't know anything about harness racing. I just knew that you were doing it and you seemed to be having fun and you seemed to be doing well. And I loved horse racing of the thoroughbred variety and anything that involved like horses racing. So I was like, this sounds cool. And we're good friends. So we trusted you. So we basically were just like, if you think this is a good deal, like we're going to take a chance, So you allowed us to buy a piece of Down by the Seaside between his 2 and 3-year-old year, and it was a tremendous amount of money for us at the time. I remember
now he's right there.
Thinking about, like, should we really be taking out of a home equity line of credit to invest in a horse, But we did it, thank gosh, because
fast forward 11 years, here you are.
Like following him as a 3-year-old, made me fall in love with the sport. I mean, how could it not? Like, if somebody gets involved with a horse like that right out of the gate, they're going to you'll
That's
have them
awesome.
for life.
Yeah.
That's how you get people more involved in the sport. So that's what Down by the Seaside. Very emotional.
Okay, so
has to be up there.
he's number 2. Okay,
to
so
be.
who else on your list?
You know, you can go into a bunch of horses, but like Allywag Hanover was a
Mm-hmm.
horse that we recruited off a 2-year-old racing at Woodbine, and he took us on this unbelievable ride, you know, where he didn't fulfill potential at 2, but then he did as an older horse. You know, we competed against the very best, and looking back, that seems to be like a really good crop of horses that we saw in the older division, maybe as good since, you know, we haven't seen that since that group. I mean, look at what Cattle Wash, a horse that he raced against at 4, what he's doing as a stallion. So, Allywag, you know, he's retired to the farm.
Sure.
Like, he's our dude. He's got to be up there for me. And then, you know, you would think I would put Pure Country, but I'm going to go Western Montana.
Okay.
You know, it just means so much genetically
Sure.
to the farm. Like, you know, just like foundation, she should be etched in rock.
Okay, so that's 4. Western Montana, Down by the Seaside, Confederate, Allywag.
Yeah.
I'm going to go slightly different.
what do you
I'm
got?
going to go Pure Country, just
Yeah,
because
got
she, you know, 3-time Dan Patch winner, $2.5 million, almost $2.5 million, and took us on all kinds of rides. And it was during a time where a friend of ours was dealing with the loss of a child. And so, like, it was very emotional for me. It was very emotional for them. And, like, she just kind of was that horse at that time. Creatine.
Yeah.
He was a horse I couldn't give away at 2. Actually, I couldn't give away as a yearling. I tried to give away I tried to give him away to 5 separate people who said no. Made $2 million.
Was it like it had a big hawk or something?
Yeah, he had an infected hawk as a yearling.
Didn't bother him.
Exactly.
What's
Clearly,
he got
$2
going?
million
Bob Stewart,
later, stallion.
Jimmy Tactor.
Yeah, he took us on a ride through the
Won
U.S.
in both continents, 3 continents.
and in Europe.
Yeah.
So, like, he's in there for me. And then Confederate, of course, he's the game changer. He's the one that, like, rewrote the books for us. And I will say, this is my 4th one, nobody.
Nobody.
The next
Not
one.
yet. I like it.
The next one.
Hasn't been started yet. Yeah.
I think
good.
there's somebody coming.
You think they're born? They've been born.
Yes.
Okay.
I think they're born.
But you're not sure who exactly. You might have like a few.
Yeah, there's
ideas.
a couple that have the chance, and I'm going to say that they're born.
I hope so, man. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
As we look forward to Confederate's first crop of yearlings this fall, and maybe you got a few Confederates in mind.
Yeah.
So let us know what your Mount Rushmore would be of harness racing, or of your stable of horses that you've had. And we'll invite you to comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time here on Creekside Chat.